Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Michelle Andrews, for those who don't know who I am, and it feels amazing being here. So today we're going to talk about the controversies that comes with the dating app. So I've been wanting to talk about this, but I just didn't know how to put it. So yeah, so I have some few points to share with you guys, and the one and the most controversial thing that you have to know is that the dating app doesn't have a specific age someone should be on, so that they have to be there, like there's no age limit. You can be 50, 40, 30s, 20s, it doesn't matter. You know why you're there, basically, because you know what you're looking for. So anyone is capable of finding their match regardless of your age. Like there's no age limit. So yeah, so the second thing I'm gonna tell you is that dating app can really be addictive, and yeah, it is. Just like any other social media platform, the dating app can really be addictive. So ensure like you finish up doing whatever you have to finish during the day, like the important things you have to do in your life before you get into there, because it can really be destructive, and you'll find yourself not doing what you gotta do during the day that is important. Maybe you're supposed to do something at work, so you'll find yourself like more on that app, which might really stop you from doing other things. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, it's really addictive, so you have to have time for it. And then, like, when someone is addicted, when something is really addictive, it's not so nice. Like, the consequences that comes up with something that has the capability of making you to stop doing other things that you're supposed to be doing during the day, or whatever time you have to do them, so that you can concentrate on them. Like, make a specific time for it. If it's at night, if it's like after work, like during evening and stuff, yeah, just make sure you plan yourself better, because it can really be addictive. And yeah, like, the addiction is really crazy, because sometimes, like, you might not even sleep at night. You're just there, you're just chatting with people. And remember, like, if you're talking to people from the other continent, definitely the time zones are very different. So if it's during night here, probably there it might be daytime. So, like, you'll find yourself like up the whole night, because you gotta talk to them and it's daytime there. So you know how it goes. So the third thing I'm gonna tell you is that a lot of people are looking for sexual fantasies on that dating app. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that is true, because people are just crazy. People have different sexual fetishes, and I just find them really scary sometimes, because someone might be Chinese and they're being told, like, this is how you're supposed to, what do I say? This is how you're supposed to have sex with an African woman. And so they think it's true. Like, I heard someone somewhere, they were told, like, if you sleep with an African woman, like the typical African woman from the African continent, born, raised, living here, like, you'll get cured from some certain shit you're going through. But I think, to me, that's really crazy, because I didn't know some people are so superstitious like Africans. So yeah, so you have to be careful. You have to know what someone wants. As I talked from my previous video, like, you're not supposed to send things like notes. You understand what I talked about. And so you have to just be on the watch. Like, people have sexual fetishes that are really crazy. They have sexual fantasies that you've never imagined. So, and they might want to try that with you. And I'm sure, like, if you're looking for something that is going to last long, you definitely don't want to be used on some shit like that, unless someone, like, is really committed into being with you. That's okay. But remember, you're not supposed to do things just because someone else feels like this is what they need to accomplish, because this is what they were told. Nah, that's crazy. So you have to be really careful, because some things can sound demonic and really crazy. So you have to be careful, you know. Yeah, so most of the people there are just there for video chats, sex chats, you know, so that you can show them whatever they need to be shown. Yeah, like a lot of people are just there because maybe they're not getting what they need from whatever relationship or marriages they're in, you know, so they want to try that with you, you know. So you have to be careful, because definitely we know nobody's gonna leave their wife or whoever just uh to come and be with you, you know, because you know how to, I don't know, you can do whatever they want to do when it comes to their fetishes, and to me that's really disgusting. And so make sure you don't fall for that. Or if you like it, then well and good, but don't come to say that you did all that because you loved him, you did all that because you thought he loved you. No, you have to be smart, you know. So yeah, so another thing I'm gonna tell you is that people think that white men will date you because you're dark skinned or skinny. That's what most African women think when it comes to the dating side, but I can understand why they think like that, because under so many circumstances, most white men who come to Africa, they get dark skinned women, and most of them they're usually skinny, but that doesn't mean it's the case, you know. Like, I know you've seen other African women who are brown, others plump, and they're dating white men. So I know it can be a coincidence, because under a lot of circumstances that's what has been, and that's what we've been seeing, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's what it is, you know. You can get, you can just find your match. Someone will just like you the way they are, the way you are, you know. Sorry. Yeah, so don't lose hope. Like, if you're looking for a white guy, just keep on looking for the white guy. Don't start saying because you're light skin you can't get a white guy, because you're plump you can't get a white guy, because you're fat you can't get a white guy. No, you can get whoever you want, depending with the compatibility and so many of these things, you know. Yeah, definitely. So I don't think, to me, I don't think it's real. I think it's just some notion being created by the society, because this is what has been happening when these white men come to Africa, you know. But hey, there we have other people who doesn't have those qualities, and they're dating white men. So you understand. And then another thing is that I need you to know is that not all foreigners are capable of taking care of a woman. You understand, this is not a culture that is being passed to every society. We have different societies, and some people don't believe in taking care of a woman. So you might date someone and they'll want to do the 50-50 thing, or you'll date someone and they won't even send you shit if you're expecting that. So you gotta be careful, and you have to understand, this is why you need to create friendship with someone before you start saying yes, and put yourself into commitments expecting people to be sending you shit, because you're being raised in a certain society that expects someone else to take care of another person. You understand? Some people don't understand the shit that comes with submissiveness, and some men also like to be taken care of with women, and some men think like everyone is supposed to be paying for their own shit. You're a woman, you're supposed to pay for your own shit, and he's a man, he's supposed to be paying for their own shit. So just because someone is from a westernized country doesn't mean they're capable of doing all that, honestly, because some people are living in the westernized countries, but then maybe they're also struggling, you know. It doesn't mean like they're rich, it doesn't mean like they are capable of doing shit, you know, because I understand some people are also surviving. The only problem we have is that we think these people from the everyone from the westernized country is rich, you know. That's the problem with African women, but nada. You'll be surprised. Some people don't have money. Some people would never send you shit. They're just lying. Some people are just stingy, you know. They were just born like that, and they're just stingy, and you cannot do anything about it. So stop thinking that way, you understand? And then another thing I'm gonna tell you is that, okay, being on the dating app, stop thinking like you're just supposed to date a foreigner for you to get a good man. You understand? You can get a good man in Africa. You can get a good man from your continent, you know? Just because some shit has happened to you with the men from your continent or your country, doesn't mean it's not gonna work with some other guys you might want to try in Africa, you know? So the dating app doesn't have to be people from a different continent. You can try, like, if you're from East Africa, you can try someone from South Africa, North Africa. Like, you can also try someone from your country, and yeah, you might find someone that you want. So stop thinking you cannot find an African guy if you're in Africa. Stop thinking you cannot find whoever you're thinking you cannot, just because you're in that society, you know? So shit is different, and I'm gonna let you know everything is possible, you know? Yeah, just put your profile straight. Just be straightforward. Just say what you need, you know? Say, I need a tall guy who's dark skinned from West Africa. I need a tall guy who's light skinned from Central Africa. And I'm sure it will just like trying to suit you to some matches so that you can be able to find whoever you need to find, you know? So that's all I needed to say for tonight, and ciao. Good night.